Mm-hmm.
So
280.
how do you write it out?
50 times 8. 50 times 8. Sorry, I'm trying to let someone in. 50 times 8. Again, Charlotte.
11.
Yeah.
40.
40, but with one more 0 gives me 400.
400.
And then 8 times 7. 8 times 7. Kira.
56.
56. Okay, 2,000 plus 280 is 2,280. 400 plus 56 is 456, because remember we have to add across, and then I add going down. 0 plus 6, 6. 8 plus 5, 13. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 more is 7, and then 2 plus 0 is 2. You get 2,736. I know it's kind of jammed in there. Good question. I like to go over those ones. Hank, what's another one you want to see?
5.
5. Ooh, I'm sorry. I didn't catch that because normally there's the box in there. We will be getting to that sometime this week. I want you to cross it off because right now we're only doing 2-digit divided by a single digit. So I am sorry. If you attempted it, great. You will see that later on this week. Eliza.
Can you please do number 4?
Fill in the sign that makes this true. All right, so I want to think about a pizza, okay? Imagine I have 2 pizzas. I'm going to draw them right above these. Sorry. They're the same size, split into 8 equal parts. Okay. And let's say this 7 out of 8 pizzas have been eaten. And this one is 6 out of 8 have been eaten. Which one has more pieces eaten, I should say? 7/8 or 6/8? Kira.
7/8.
7/8. So I need to put the greater than symbol. So also think of it this way. If I have 2 fractions and they have the same number on the bottom, you need to just look at what is the top. It's like these 8s aren't even there. So you're comparing 7 and 6. And using greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay? Good question, Eliza. What's another one? Let me get a couple people who have not asked a question yet, and then I will go back to anybody else. Olive.
Will you please do 15?
15. Tom's dart hit the target's red bullseye from 3.5 meters away. How many centimeters away was Tom? So 3.5 meters equals how many centimeters? First of all, how many centimeters are in 1 meter? Lucas. 100. So when we have 0.5, that's the same thing as 1/2 meter. So what is half of 100? Half of 100. Hank,
50.
50. 50 centimeters. Knowing that information, what is 3.5 meters equal to in centimeters? What do you think, Lucas? Can you say that again?
350 centimeters.
Yep, 350 centimeters. That's 3 times 100. I get 300. And I add that half meter, which is 50 centimeters, 300 plus 50, 350. What's another one you would like to see? Charlotte.
Could you do number 8?
Mrs. Yu bought a 4-liter jug of water for the soccer team. The first player drank 500 milliliters. How many milliliters were left in the jug that Mrs. Yu bought? So it sounds like we need some reminders of our metric unit. So 4 liters, basically what I'm doing is 4 liters minus 500 milliliters, and I get how many? So let's go back all the way to our first unit in Eureka. If I know that 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, what is 4 liters equal to in milliliters? Charlotte?
400.
More than 400.
Wait, 4,000.
Yeah, 4,000. So now we have to do 4,000 minus 500, and we get how many? Hank?
3,500.
Yep, 3,500 milliliters, and that's your answer. Let's do 2 more. Lucas, which one would you like to see?
Number 3.
3. The perimeter of this rectangle is 26. My cords are all stuck. All right, the perimeter of this rectangle is 26 centimeters. The width is given. Find the length. Remember to label your answer. So I'm going to redraw that. 26 centimeters equals P. This is 3 centimeters, which means that this is also 3 centimeters. So now you don't know what's here and what's here. So remember, to find perimeter, you have to add up all of your sides. Right now, I only know 2 of them. So I can add up 3 plus 3, and I get 6. I have to subtract that from my perimeter. 26 minus 6, and I get 20. Am I done yet? Does 20 go here? No. How do I figure out what goes on each side? What do you think, Charlotte?
Well, what I did is I did what we learned, and I did an array up to 26.
Okay. Arrays, Charlotte, will help us with area. Right now, though, I need to see perimeter. Does anybody remember when Mrs. Pierce said, I have to split this evenly? Divide it by,
Oh, okay.
and when I split 20 equally divided by 2, I get 10. So I have 10 and 10. 10 plus 10 plus 3 plus 3 will give me 26. What is one more? Eliza.
Can you please do number 11?
Sure. In Cleveland, Ohio. In Cleveland, Ohio, the average amount of rain in February is about 2 inches. In September, it is 2 times that amount. On average, how many inches of rain does Cleveland get in September? So I'm literally going to take that 2 inches from February. The amount is 2 times that in September. And my number sentence is literally 2 times 2, which is 4. The biggest thing, guys, is on your quizzes on Friday, when it says to give me a number sentence, I think we see the word sentence and we're like, okay, I'll put it in an answer statement. What they mean by a number sentence is literally this 2 times 2 equals 4, or what we call an equation, okay? We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions today. The only one that I really want to touch on that we haven't is number 6. And this one's kind of hard until we get into measuring angles. I just want to show you something. If I have a 90-degree angle, that's a right angle. It looks like this. So if you know that a right angle looks like that, you're asked, is this 15, 45, or 75? What do you think is the closest answer choice to figure out what that one is? Kira, what do you think?
75.
75. It's not that far away from a 90-degree angle. 75. A 15-degree angle looks something like that. A 45-degree angle is actually halfway through a 90-degree angle. Okay? So even though we're not completely there yet, if you know what a 90-degree angle looks like, it can be very helpful on a question like that when you don't have a protractor yet. And with that being said, you can close this book. Make sure to take your pictures. You have to have at least, I've done 7 with you. So you have to have a minimum of 5 more done, which I think you guys can do. Minimum 12 questions, and take your picture of it. I need you to find your whiteboard and a marker and dry erase, something to erase your writing with, okay? So I'm gonna give you a minute to get those things.
Hey, Miss Pierce.
Yeah,
My friend is over and he has to use my whiteboard, and so I don't have mine.
then you need to get a piece of paper. What, I mean, if it's your whiteboard, can't you get it back?
But he's using it and he has to do school too.
Again?
That's not his.
Okay, but it's your whiteboard. But one, okay, I need you to either get that back or you need to get a piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have our materials in front of us? Ugh. We're on lesson 17. So my friends, quick shout out to Miss Jaylee, Sophia, Olive, Dylan, Taya, Kira, Scotty, Lucas, Charlotte, Anna, Eliza, and Hank. You got some Zern done. If I didn't call your name, it doesn't appear that you've gotten any Zern completed. Super shout out to Hank, Eliza, Charlotte, Lucas, Scotty, Kira, Olive, because you are on 17 or further. So you're going to know exactly what we're doing today in math because you've done the lesson on Zern. So you're going to be understanding this a little bit more in depth because you've done the Zern activity with it. Okay, so hopefully it'll help you with what we're doing today. So we're on lesson 17. If you can think back to last week when we did lesson 16, we started early division with what we call long division. So we used our place value chart. We moved and divided out that way. And then we had a remainder a lot of the times, but only in ones. Today, we're going to find that there's going to be a remainder in the tens sometimes, okay? So we're picking up a little bit further of the skill. So let's start off. We're going to start off with just 3 divided by 2. Sounds pretty simple, but 3 divided by 2. And then we're going to write our tens and our ones. And then I'm also going to draw our long division. 3 divided by 2. And then make sure you guys have all of that before I move on. Three divided by 2. All right, so let's draw those 3 ones. And we're dividing into 1, 2 groups. I divide out 1, 2. I have 1 in each group. I have 1 remaining. So that means when I do 3 divided by 2, what goes above here? What number? Lucas.
1.
1. So now I do 2 times 1. 2 times 1. Charlotte?
2.
2. I subtract and I get 1.
No.
So I have 1, remainder 1. One, remainder 1. 1, remainder 1. Okay, but now we're going to expand on that and we're going to use, instead of 30 divided by 2, we're going to have 30 divided by 2. So if I erase my board, remember I'm talking about remainders today. 30 divided by 2. And I have my tens my ones, and 30 divided by 2. And I have 3 in my tens, and I have 2 groups. And I start dividing it out. I have 1, 2. And now I have a remainder. So in my tens, I have a remainder. And before we would just say we're done because we're in the ones. Now though, we're not done. So you're gonna see how that works with our long division. How many am I going to put above the 3? 3 divided by 2 is, Charlotte?
3 divided by 2 equals 1.
Yeah. So then 2 times 1 is 2. And I subtract and I get 1. That's the same as we had last time, right, guys? But now I have this 0 I have to pull down, which is where our picture takes us. Our picture now tells us I have a remainder in the tens. What do you think I'm going to do with one of those tens? Eliza, you have your hand raised. What do you think I'm going to do with one of those?
You're gonna unbundle it and put it in the ones.
That is,
Mrs. Bauer and Mrs. Miller's rooms are now dismissed.
sorry guys, there is a couple of classrooms that are here today. So they are going to be dismissing in the middle of our Zoom. So I apologize. So that is getting unbundled and put in the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then I got to do that dividing all over again. So I put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And I just keep going. And I've done all of my dividing. Do I have anything left over? How much is in that group of ones? If I say 10 divided by 2, what is my answer, Olive?
5.
5. So I write the 5 above here. 5 times 2 gives me 10. And I subtract and I get 0. Right? Because I have, this is my remainder. Right? I now have 0 as my remainder. And so my answer or my quotient for 30 divided by 2 is 15. Okay. I want you to look at your board, look at my board, and make sure you have all parts. We're going to try another couple of these before we move on to our problem set that we're going to do partially together and partially in either small groups or on our own. And we'll come back and we'll talk about it. But right now, what we're going to do is we are going to do 4 tens, 2 ones divided by 3. So if you would, I'm going to write that on my board and you tell me what that number is. 4 tens, 2 ones divided by 3. What is that number? Lucas, what is that number?
42.
42. So tens, ones, that's really 42 divided by 3. tens and ones, 4 tens, 2 ones, and we're doing 3 groups. And then I have 42 divided by 3. I don't want to start until you have all of that on your board. Okay, so let's start dividing out. I have starting with my 4 in my tens place, and I'm dividing by 3. So I have 1, 2, 3. Can I keep dividing in my tens? No, I see some hand shaking. So 4 divided by 3 is what number? I'm looking at what I've divided out. Olive?
1.
1. I write 1 right there. 1 times 3 is 3. So I do 4 minus 3, and I get 1, which is exactly what is left over. Eliza's told us last time, well, we got to unbundle, right? That's what I'm going to do with my leftover 10. So I'm going to circle that and move it over and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I have 12 in my ones place. I'm dividing those 12 equally into 3 groups. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I was able to divide all of my ones equally. So 12, remember I'm looking at this number, not this number anymore. This number, 12 divided by 3 is how much? Charlotte.
12 divided by 3 equals 4.
Yeah. It is 4. So 4 times 3, 12. I subtract and I get 0. 0 is my remainder. 42 divided by 3 is 14. I want you to check your board. Make sure you have what I have before I erase it. And we move on to the next question. I like the thumbs up telling me you're ready to go. I see Lucas and Charlotte and Hank and Eliza. Scotty's ready. Awesome sauce. I love it. I see it on your board. Jackson's ready to go. All right, friends, I'm going to erase my board. Well, I see Lucas's board. I see everything's on there. And our next question is going to be 8 tens divided by, 8 tens, 4 ones divided by 3. So I'm going to get that written on my board. And we're going to determine what number it is and then draw it out. So we have 8 tens, 4 ones divided by 3. What is my number. That's what it's called in unit form. What is it in base 10 or standard form? Olive,
84.
84 divided by 3. Tens, ones, moving this up so I can make sure I have room. 8 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 1, 2, 3 groups. I'm running out of room. All right. And then I also need to, not most importantly, but very important, need to have 84 divided by 3. Okie doke. So let's start moving out those 8 tens into 3 equal groups. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I have 2 left, but only 3 groups. So I can't move on with that. That just means I have a remainder of 2 in my tens place. So 8 divided by 3 gives me what number? Lucas?
2.
2. 3 times 2 is 6. I subtract. Again, so let me bring us back to that. 8 divided by 3 is 2. That's matching right here. There is the next step. I have to do 3 times 2, and I get 6. 8 minus 6 is 2, which matches how much my remainder is. I have to bring 4 down because that's what's in my ones. But as Eliza again said that first time, we have to unbundle. So instead of 10 ones, now I have to have, I'm unbundling 2 sets of 10. So I have 20 additional ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 24 ones in my ones place that I am going to be equally distributing to my columns. I'm going to give you a moment to get all that. Okie doke. And I'm going to just start crossing off. You cross off with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, I've already messed up. Wait. I need to put that one there. Okay. We're all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You'll see, kind of like I just did, I got a little confused when this strategy ends up having a bunch of circles that you have to start putting into the things. You might get a little lost. So that's where knowing this on the right side will really help you. Okay. They're all sorted out. They're all equal. So really 24 divided by 3, what do I get? How many are in there for each set? Hank?
8.
8. 3 times 8, 24. 24 minus 24, 0. So 84 divided by 3, 28. I can check my answer by doing 28 times 3, which we talked about on Thursday, checking our answer. 3 times 8, 24. 3 times 2, 6 plus 2 more, 8. 84, that is what I get, is my original whole. Okay, erase your board. We're gonna open up our problem set and do some of it together. It's just a continuation of what we were just doing on our whiteboards. We are going to be on, I'm skipping the application problem. We're on page 109. Thanks, Eliza. Just give me a thumbs up when you're there. 109. Thank you, friends, Lucas and Hank. Great. Okay, so our first one, well, first of all, it says show division using DIS. Relate your model to long division. Check your quotient and remainder by using multiplication and addition. So remember, your addition is the remainder adding back into that. So we're doing 5 divided by 2 to start off. So we're drawing 5 in that ones place. We are making 2 groups. And I'm splitting it into 2 equal groups. 1, 2, 1, 2, and I have 1 left. So that tells me 5 divided by 2. What am I writing in the line above? Olive.
2.
2. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 minus 4, 1. So 5 divided by 2 equals 2 remainder 1. Quotient 2 remainder 1. 2 times 2, 4. And then I add back the remainder 1 and I get 5. That's my original whole. Awesome. We're going to make it So the next one, your next one says 50 divided by 2. So very similar to the first one, but now we have 50. So while I'm going to keep this first part up there so you can see it, I'm going to move on to down here. 50 is 5 10s, 0 1s. And I have 2 groups. One, 2, 1, 2. And I have 1 left in my tens place. So just like before, 5 divided by 2 is how much? Scotty?
2.
2. Great. 2 times 2, 4. I subtract, I get 1. We have to move this 10 over, that remainder. So we now have 10 1s. Meaning I have to bring this 0 down, and I'm now dividing 10 divided by 2. So again, I'm splitting up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 divided by 2. Charlotte?
10 divided by 2 equals 5.
5. 5 times 2, 10. I subtract, and I get 0. Quotient, 25. Remainder, 0. Checking our work, 25 times 2, 5 times 2, 10. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 more, 5. Okay. That was page 109. We did it fairly quickly. But I think you guys are doing a really good job on this. If you have any questions, please let me know. I have a hard time knowing what my friends who have their cameras off don't know about it because I can't see your reactions. I can only see who is on camera, who's giving me thumbs up and nodding along and telling me that they're getting it, okay? Charlotte, do you have a question about what we're doing?
So yeah, I do have a question. So my question is, let's just say it's 30 divided by 5, and you can't put because like you put the 3 in the tens, but you can't put nothing in the ones because there's a 0 there. But can you put the 2 there? Because
Okay, so your example of 30 divided by 5, I think I understand what you're saying, but that's going to come in the next couple of lessons where what we're dividing by is bigger than what the number is that we start off with, okay? We're going to get to that, not today, but either tomorrow or the next day. That's a really good question, Charlotte. Okay? I'm going to switch pages. And we're going to do 3 and 4. And what I would like you to do is I'm going to put you in some small groups. And I'm going to ask you to work together to solve it. I'm going to make sure that you guys are, spread out. And there's lots of people who are going to talk, right? And you're going to walk through it together. And I'm going to kind of jump around to make sure you're doing it. But there's going to be 4 of you in each room. So let's see here. Okay, so group 1, Anna, Kira, Owen, Sophia. Eliza, Jackson, Mason, Taya are group 2. Group 3, Charlotte, Dylan, Olive, Scotty. Group 4, Hank, James, Jaylee, Lucas. And guys, while I really want everybody to try their best, I'm going to notice who's not participating in the groups. You don't have to tell me who's not saying anything, okay? I'll be in the groups to see it myself, all right? So I'm gonna open those rooms and I would like you to join. Jackson, I need you to go to the group, please. Not that I don't think number 3 is important to go over. I want to share number 4. Okay, 75 divided by 3. So I already have my circles drawn out. Obviously, you probably do too, because you just worked on it with your group. Mine would just, focus. Okay, 75 divided by 3. So I have my 75, and then I have 3 groups, right? And I split out my 7 first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I have 1 left over. So 7 divided by 3 is 2, which is similar to the one above. 3 times 2, 6. I get 1 remaining. 110 goes over here. I draw 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I start splitting it, those 15 ones, into 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then how many are in each group? 5. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. I get 15. I subtract 0. So my quotient is 25. My remainder is 0. One of the groups asked if they could continue on to page 111. You are more than welcome to get some extra practice on page 111. I'm just not going to do them in class right now. I am going to give us some time to do the exit ticket, which is the same exact format. You do not have to do the check your work. The other day I said you did not have to do this part. I do want to see it today. And who said that? I heard a Mrs. Pierce. I just didn't have everybody in front of me yet. Eliza,
I was just saying that I know how to check our work on page 110.
Great. Did you do the multiplication?
25 times 3 is 75 because 3 times 5 is 15. Then 2 times 3 would be 6. Then you add the 1, which is 7. So then you have your answer 75.
Good. I'm glad you recognize that and you use the check your work. I do like that. Did you have any questions? You're going to be on page 113. You're doing 5 divided by 4 and 56 divided by 4. Similar, but a little bit different. Mason, what is your question?
Never mind. I was
Never
just
mind.
raising my hand. Distracted.
Okay. Charlotte?
I don't have a question, but my dad has to go to work and I have to go. I'll do the exit ticket whenever I come back home.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, this is the end of our Zoom. This is time for you to work on your exit ticket, get it uploaded, and get your Zern minutes in, okay?
okay.
So if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna have the video posted. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the morning.
Bye.
Don't stay up too
Bye.
late watching football.
Bye, Anna.
Mason.
I'm watching football all night.
I will be too, Scotty.
Same. Excited for the Super Bowl. See ya.
At this.
Bye.
I need help.
Bye, Anna.
What was that, Mason?
Can the people that kind of need help like stay on Zoom?
Sure.
Bye,
Okay.
Anna. Bye.
Anna can't hear you. Her volume's not working right now.
Oh, okay.
So 5 divided. So 5 ones.
Jackson, do you have a question about our math? Okay.
Okay.